We are live. We are live. We are live. Welcome, everyone, to episode 18 of Navigating the Noise podcast. I have a very special guest with me this evening. Me and this young man with the beautiful beard next to me had the pleasure of playing some travel football together growing up. We grew up in the same hometown, and he pursued what most young men and women who played sports, what their dream is, a career in professional athletics. And I'm very honored to have with us this evening Daniel Vitiello, who is the goalkeeper for Sacramento FC. Danny, thanks for joining us. Or can I call you Vit?
Yeah, whatever you want, man. I mean, I haven't been called Vit in who knows how long, but it'd be nice to reminisce a little bit. What's going on?
Thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for joining us. I'm just going to give everyone another second to kind of pop in and join us. I know we're talking a little bit. What's going on, Johnny? I know we were talking a little bit before we got on the set. You said it's shitty weather over there in Sacramento today.
Yeah, man, we got a lot of rain today. It's like I was in LA for a week, so much sun, and then it looks like I brought rain back with me. It's today the field was soaked. You know, we couldn't really even train on it. It was brutal, but you know, just the day to day, I guess.
Yeah, the day to day, right? When Mother Nature calls, you kind of just got to sit back and let her do her thing, you know.
Yeah, when it comes, it's brutal. Like when the rain comes down, the rain comes down. I mean, in the summertime when it's like never raining, we're gonna be wishing for this rain. So I mean, you gotta like it when it's here, I guess.
I was about to say the summer times it gets pretty dang hot during on the pitch, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, there's no humidity here, but it's like 100 degrees, and it's just like the sun is like right here on your neck. It just beats down on you. It's brutal, and like I don't tan very well. I don't get tan. Like I just get red, so I just get burnt pretty crisp.
Yeah, that was gonna be like my next question or statement. With the last name Vitiello, I didn't think that you were rubbing up the tanning oil and getting under the sun for so long.
No, yeah. I'm more of a snow guy, or I like the fall or the spring, you know, the cooler months.
Nah, I feel that. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So thanks for joining us. I know you're a super busy guy. I had the pleasure of seeing one of your children kind of pop on the screen earlier. I know you're super busy. But like I said, thanks for joining episode 18 of Navigating the Noise with us. Me and you go way back, brother, to like the Massapequa Mustangs days, huh?
I know, man. I mean, it brought up some memories, honestly, playing for the Mustangs, like just all the games versus Farmingdale. Like, I feel like that was so long ago. Running out in those like black suits, you remember those things, like the
black
suits
that we had
or whatever.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, we went through a lot of practices and games at Burns Park, man. A lot of memories there, brother. Whew. Yeah. What position?
I know, man. What'd you say? Sorry.
Hey, no, you're good. What position did you play when we were growing up? I was trying to remember, but I didn't want to like misquote it.
I was like a tight end and a linebacker at first, and then I think we one year like they wanted offense and defense, so I was tight end, but yeah, I guess I was always catching the balls. I don't know, something good hands, I guess.
There you go, bro. Like oven mitts, baby. I mean, yeah, you're a goalkeeper, bro. Like, yo, all right, so like, that's true. Yo, let me see. Can you show the crowd those oven mitts of hands? Let me see, dude. Yo, look at those palms. Yo, wow. Good God, man. Well, I mean, like, we're gonna get into a little bit, but bro, dude, I don't want to like gas you up too much and hype you up too much. Although, Vit, you're kind of living like the dream, bro. Like, and I know we'll talk a little bit about it, but like, man, professional goalkeeper of the year. I know there are a lot of people in the chat and that are going to be watching that are super stoked to have you come navigate the noise with us this evening. So thank you once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I'm excited to be here. Once you messaged me about coming on, you know, being from Massapequa and stuff, you'd love to just help a brother out, you know. So
hell yeah, baby. Massapequa Chiefs gotta keep it rocking and rolling, bro. Keep us brothers and sisters gotta
For
stick
sure.
together. So I gotta ask you, what was it like growing up? So I know we talked a little bit about you know, us playing Massapequa Mustangs and football together growing up, but like, were you just as talented in soccer growing up as you were in football? Because you were a great athlete in football growing up, and I remember on those teams that we used to play on, you were one of the better athletes. Did you have just as much success with soccer as at a young age?
I mean, I wouldn't say success, but like I just feel like I picked up sports pretty quickly, like baseball, basketball, like whatever I hopped into, like it was just like kind of riding a bike a little bit. Like I
Hmm.
wouldn't say I was always like the top one on the team, but like I could help out the team in other ways, in certain ways. So, there were certain guys that were like the stars, and I just kind of I feel like I was, not the top one, but I was like top five on majority of the teams I played in. I played baseball, basketball, football, and I could hang with the best.
You were a coast kid, bro, weren't you? Because I don't
Yeah,
remember. I don't
yeah.
remember playing with you in Little League, so you were on the other side of town, huh?
Yeah, but the thing was, so like I forget what they call like the little league. Like, how do you get into like those like little league World Series? Like, I could never play on those teams because it was in the summer, and summer was like soccer, so like I
Oh,
couldn't play.
oh, the Williamsport teams they were called. The
That's
Williamsport
what,
team.
yeah,
Yeah.
Williamsport. That's what it's called. You're right. So I could never play on those teams because of soccer. So I would always have to like join other leagues or like I was like on the I don't know the Pythons if that ever rang a bell,
Okay.
but
Okay.
like just like teams that were made like for Long Island get kids that just wanted to play and stuff. Like I would always play summer baseball and stuff like that, but soccer always came first in the summer. So
Yeah, that was gonna be like I guess my follow-up question. So you said you played a little bit of everything: baseball, soccer, football. When was it? Do you remember like a time that or like a moment where growing up, like soccer was gonna be like the sport that you focused on? Because like for you to play, and have success in college and then go on to play pro, I'm sure there was a moment maybe growing up where you kind of had to like commit to soccer. Like, am I
yeah,
right? On a nail of some
yeah. So
sort?
I don't want to. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to confuse anyone. Like soccer is like was like an all year long thing. Like we didn't really have a break. Like club soccer, high school soccer, all that stuff. So like when I was playing Mustangs, like I would like miss some practices. Like there was like during the week, like we'd have like two or three practices, and I would be like one day I would go to soccer instead of football, and then the next practice I would go to football instead of soccer. And so
Okay.
one year it was like, yeah, I kind of had to make a decision, and I think I just stuck it out with soccer because I was one liking it, and I was enjoying playing a lot too. So I think I had to give up football around when high school started, like maybe freshman year and stuff like that. So that's kind of when I went all gun ho about soccer, and I was enjoying it. I was pretty good at it. Like I was one of the better goalkeepers, in the county and stuff like that. So kind of just swung that way.
No, right on, right on. That was going to be like my follow-up question. Was it always goalkeeper for you? Like, all right, so let's just say, like, all right, I'm Coach Zamardo, right? I'm Coach Zamardo. You just played like a heck of a first game in goal, right? Am I pulling you out of goal,
Uh
or
huh.
like was Danny Vitt always playing goalkeeper, or did you also got some time out on the field as well growing up?
Yeah. So when we were younger, we had like a couple goalkeepers on the team, and it was like you play the first half, and then the other kid will play the second half. So I got to play a little bit of field also. I enjoyed playing field too, but then once you get into the high school age and stuff like that, you kind of got to pick and choose because the practices start to like if you want to practice goalkeeper, like you're practicing goalie the whole time. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
once we got to high school, I chose goalkeeper and I knew for a fact I was a better goalkeeper, but I also enjoyed trying to score some goals or slide tackle and stuff like that. But
How to say, take out some aggression a little bit, like out on the
yeah,
pitch,
exactly,
right?
exactly. Just run around, burn some calories, run around. But yeah,
Mhm.
goalkeeper is kind of where the heart always was.
No, I love that. I love that. What's it called? Do you remember like the high school days of playing goalie, like pretty vividly?
Yeah, of course. Like we always had like our high school team was always really good.
Hmm.
Um, we had a couple guys go to some big time schools playing soccer and stuff like that. I mean, our school was, I mean, was
Bro,
crazy for the athletes that were coming out. I don't know
we were
about nowadays, but
we
it
were
was
looking.
crazy. Like lacrosse, like baseball, soccer, like so many sports where we were just sending D1 athletes out.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, we. Sorry, what was the question again? Sorry, I lost
No, I
my.
was saying, do you remember? No, you're good, brother. I was saying, do you remember like the high school soccer days vividly?
Oh
Because like,
yeah, I mean, we won like we won like Nassau counties a couple times. We won the state championship a bunch, and I had some of my better friends growing up on those teams and stuff, and I remember just enjoying, enjoying it every single day.
yeah, all those memories and all those moments. I remember we won in baseball. We won a county championship, and those were the days, man. The high school
It's the best,
days.
the best, the best.
Yeah,
It was
those were.
awesome. I think we won the year we won states. I think the women's soccer team also won states like back to back days or something like that. It was just a blast. It was so much fun.
No, that's some dope shit. Right on, right on.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing we're gonna kind of move a little chronologically here because I want to get to the fun stuff of what it's like to be a Sacramento FC goalkeeper on the day to day. But but did you get heavily recruited out of high school? Because I don't want to steal your thunder. I want you to share with the viewers where you went and what that process was like. But did you get recruited heavily, or?
I actually didn't get super recruited. There was a couple, teams that like reached out, D3, D2, D1. But
Mhm.
I actually had a lot of help from my high school coach, Keith Stanley.
Okay.
He, he asked me, he was like, give me 12 numbers and I'll call all the coaches because he thought I was good enough to play. And so I gave him those numbers, and honestly, that helped a lot. Like I got a couple emails, and I think it wasn't until like senior year winter time, I think around Christmas, like it was that late where I didn't know where I wanted to go, and luckily, Albany took like I went to Albany, and they took a chance on me. It wasn't I didn't get a scholarship or anything. It was to kind of be a preferred walk on, and kind of just he said, you got to work hard and show what you got if you want to play. And yeah, I kind of took a chance. I mean, state school, I mean, it was kind of better than other options I had, and decided to just take the chance and go upstate.
Hell yeah, and you probably dealt with some cold ass winters up there, didn't you?
I mean, it for a fact, man. It's brutal up there. It's snow from November till May, and to May up there. It's crazy.
Bro, it does get really cold, bro. It really does get cold. Oh, we got Amanda
But
Gallo, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, Vid. Amanda Gallo was. You remember Danny Craven? I don't know if you remember Danny Craven, the name.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh,
we graduated with him. What's
yeah.
it called? His girlfriend Amanda Gallo, who's a big fan of the stream. She's a Great Dane. She's an alum of the Albany Great Danes. So
Oh, there we go. There we go.
in the chat, we love that. But
Shout out.
so yeah, so you were saying you went up there. You were kind of like a preferred walk on, and I'm guessing you kind of had to grind away and you know really kind of
Yeah.
get after it to kind of see some time
hmm
and make the team there.
Oh yeah. So I mean, when I got brought in my freshman year, it was kind of like an eye awakening. Like my visit there, like they bring you through the gyms and stuff like that, and there were like juniors and seniors there, just like 6'4", could bench press, 250, stuff like
Hmm.
that, and I'm like some like pudgy kid, like chubby kid walking
Yeah.
around, like still got my baby fat on me. Like, geez, I got a long way to go, and
Hmm.
when I got there, they ended up the year before having like a injury crisis, and they got down to like their last two goalkeepers on
Okay.
the roster, and so they decided to bring another one in. So I was one of five going in, and when I got there, like the first month, I was saying like, geez, like I don't know if I could do this. Like I was barely training. Like I was more of like the coach's like helper. Like I was like
Yeah, I know.
just like shooting shots. Like I would get a couple of reps here and there, but it was tough. And I mean, I knew going in I wasn't going to play right away. There were seniors and guys that have been there for a while that were able to show what they got. But I got there and I wasn't, obviously no one's happy not playing, but you had to try and deal with like what you were dealt. I was enjoying. I was learning how to live by myself in college. So I took that freshman year. I ended up redshirting, which I'm sure
Oh,
you know plenty about.
yep.
And just learned how to deal with classes, deal with practice, deal with the schedule of a college athlete, and yeah, I mean that was my freshman year to a T.
Yeah. Is it fair for me to say you had to go in there with some like yeah, you had to go walk in there with a little bit of like big, big dick energy to an extent, just having the confidence that you could kind of like hang with the big boys. Does that make sense? Or
No, I
oh,
mean that's where it starts. You know what I mean? You're not gonna go anywhere if you kind of just like sink into a shell and
mhm.
just let things happen around you. You kind of got to take things by the scruff of the neck and go for it. So I mean, once I was there, my after my first semester, I kind of was like, all right, like I'm either gonna give it my best and give it my all to be able to actually play and like enjoy soccer while I'm there, or I'll let it swallow me whole and I'll just get my degree and if whatever happens with soccer happens with soccer. So I decided to work really hard. I ended up losing like 20 pounds like my
Right.
freshman year, like building some muscle and stuff like that, like and
Yo,
and
Dan, you got rid of 20 pounds while I put on 20 pounds. You
well,
little
that was the joke. That's when I came back, like from for the first semester for winter break. Like everyone was talking about the freshman 15, and I was like, yeah, I guess I went the opposite way. I don't know how it worked, but that was kind of my way of taking it by the scruff of the neck. I had to kind of show the coach that I was serious about wanting to play, and I would do it whatever it takes to wear the only, like in soccer, only one guy gets to wear the goalkeeper jersey. So I had to show him that I wanted the spot, and luckily, he pulled me in after the first semester, and he was like, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to compete for the job this spring, as a redshirt freshman coming back next year.
Ooh, hell yeah. How did that feel?
No, yeah, I mean it was a confidence booster for sure. I mean, I was gonna go against, I think it was like a junior and another senior to play, and come back from. I went away that summer, and I played some summer ball. Kept up with my training. Kept in good shape, and I ended up being able to start the first game of the year and get the job.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. I wish we stayed in touch more after high school. Bro, I would have if I was in Oni, bro, I would have came up to Albany and ripped shots at you all day and night if you need.
No, I know, but we all got stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like you can't,
I know, man. It's all
can't
right.
worry
I
about
could
the
have
guy in Albany next door, right?
nah, literally, bro.
You're
You
worried
got
about baseball in Oneonta, no?
bro, listen, I needed a break from Oni on to baseball, bro. Let me tell you. I Vit, my Division three baseball coach, bro. He was also the strength and conditioning coach
Oh
of the
boy.
no, no, bro. I'm a big dude, Vit. Like Vit, it was some scenes, bro. Watching him seeing me do some of the shit I was doing, bro. But what's it called? I kind of wanted to ask you this question, and I was waiting for the right time to ask it, but like I gotta ask, like goalkeeping, all right, because you've been doing it for a long, long time now. It's such a unique position in sports. And I probably should save this question for the end, but I'm gonna just rip it anyway. How do you stay focused after letting in a goal? Because like when you let in a goal, right, everyone is like
Yeah.
watching you, right? Like the
Uh-huh.
ball goes in the net and everyone sees. And listen, you have a lot of success. So there wasn't a lot of goals scored on your ass, but when you did let in some goals, what's it like? Like, how do you bounce back? Like, what's that process like?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the nature of the position. Like, no
Hmm.
goalkeeper ever is going to be letting in zero goals during a season. Like in a 34 game season, like there's no one's going to let no goals go past them. It's it's a position of imperfection almost. You know what I mean?
Or
You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna let goals in, and I like to say, others like to say it too. Like you gotta fall in love with like the ugly side of the position. You know what I mean? Like so like there's going to be games where I let in 3 goals, and it wasn't my best day, or there was no chance that I could even stop any of these shots going in. You know what I mean? And it's just you got to just keep your head up, move on to the next one, and kind of turn off your brain a little bit. Those goals go in. It's kind of you got to help your team to stay in the game. And there's been plenty of games where we're letting up goals. We're letting in 2 goals. It's 2-0 to them. I make 2 or 3 big saves, and we end up coming back and winning 3-2. It's just the nature of the position. It's not all about keeping clean sheets and keeping zeros. It's about giving your team the best chance to win the game.
oh, I love that answer. Clip that. Clip that shit. Clip that
Yeah.
shit. That's a good answer. That's a good answer, brother. I like how it's kind of like next play type mindset, right? Like you're like the ball. You could
Well,
have
that's
another
the
shot at you, right? Like another minute later, right?
yeah, exactly. I mean, it can
So
go for really any sport, any position, I guess. Like in baseball, like you're a baseball guy, right? So like if a pitcher lets up a home run, like you still got the next batter to face. Like you got, you
no,
can't
that
really harp on it too much. So
no,
it's all about the next play, the next action we like to call it. So you can help the team in many ways. You know, Sometimes you're gonna win 3-2, and you're gonna be the man of the match, and
mhm.
and still get all the eyes on you. So.
Yo, speaking of man of the match, bro, one of my old students who's a big sports fan, he hit me up and he found out when I was like advertising that you were coming on. He was like, "Holy smokes, he won man of the match." I'm like, "Yeah, man of the match. It's a good shit." Yeah. But that's cool. So to kind of pick back up, thanks for that answer, Vid. I appreciate that because I could only imagine like just what it's like. All the eyes are on you. How do you rebound? So
hmm
uh, but you're at Albany. You compete for the job freshman year. Did you get playing time early on in college, or did it kind of develop over time, or were you a starter kind of off the rip?
So, I mean, I think the first year playing, I kind of split a little bit of time with one of the older guys. There's non-conference play, and then there's conference play. So the
Of course.
non-conference, we kind of went back and forth. I mean, it's a lot of games in a college team in such a short period of time. It's like 20 games in like 3 months, and like
Ooh,
thinking about it now, like that's crazy. Like we play 30 games in 10 months here in like the USL where I play the professional
okay.
league, and to
Uh huh.
think we play 20 games in 3 months is kind of crazy. So, I mean, looking back at it, yeah, we split games, so we would play games every 3-4 days. So, and then once we got down to conference play, we were able to choose one. I think towards the end, I started to play those games and stuff like that into the playoffs even.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that season, I think I took the shirt and
And
started
then
the rest of the way.
the rap,
Yeah,
and then rope. Call it Caesar, baby. You took off.
yeah.
That was
Uh-huh.
your lose, right? At that point.
No, exactly. Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So it was fun. It was good.
That's awesome. Were there any sort of like I'm gonna save this question. This is another good question, but like I feel like I gotta save some of the great ass questions for like the rest of the run, bro. But that's good. So all right, Danny Vitt, he's keeping the starting job. You're crushing it. And listen, we can talk about like some big college moments, but I kind of want to save the big moments for like what you're doing now, playing professional goalie. But you're in college, you're crushing it, I'm guessing. Was there a moment or what moment was there where you kind of had this feeling like, oh shit, maybe I can do this past college. Like I can maybe do this as like a career. Like this might be something that I can, you know, put food on my family's plate one day. Was there a moment that kind of happened, or it kind of just like was it I'm sorry, let me phrase it. Was it a process, or did you just kind of go for it? Like talk me through that. I don't know.
Yeah, so
Talk.
I mean. it's funny because like I'm very goal driven. So like
Hmm.
all like throughout like the end of high school, I was like, I want to play Division 1. Like
Okay.
I need to play Division 1 soccer. Once I got to Albany, I was like, I need to play. Like I need to play now. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
to go back to my freshman year, like I remember just being like, oh, this is crazy. I just want to play, blah blah blah. And like my roommate was like, dude, like you could play pro. Like you're good enough. Like
Mhm.
you're so, and we're just freshmen. Like we're both not playing. Like we're both, just
You're
hanging
like,
like on the weekend. Like we're
well,
not
like
even
on
like,
six, right? You're playing like Xbox.
yeah, we're like not even, yeah, we're like
Yeah.
playing like FIFA, and like he's like, dude, you could play pro. Like you're good. Like I see you training. Like I see you working hard. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, I just want to play. Like I can't even think about that. And then as I kept playing, I was like, I'm getting like the rush of it, and I'm like,
Mm.
this can't be it. Like I can't be done after these 4 years. Like I love it too much. So like I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna give it my best shot to go pro. Like try and hang with the big dogs, you know what I mean? Like the big
Well,
dream was always like obviously playing pro, but like Major League Soccer, like that was like all the hoopla and stuff like that. And so I mean I sat down, it might have been my junior year or redshirt junior year. I sat down with my college coach and I was like, hey, like I I think I can play pro. Like, do you like what do you think? Do you like know like next steps and stuff like that? And he like takes a long look at me like this, like sits back in his chair,
all
and he's
right.
like he probably hears this from everybody that comes into
Uh,
his office. Like he was like about to end.
he's
He's
like,
like
oh,
just
not another one of these
yeah.
guys.
He's like not. But and then he looks at me in the eyes and he's like, yeah, I think you can play pro. I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. And he
Okay.
was he was awesome, and he ended up reaching out to some clubs, in the USL and the MLS organizations, and he actually set up, I don't know if you want me to get into like the next steps, but yeah, that was me
Please,
wanting to
yeah,
go pro.
yeah, please do.
Keep
Well,
going.
yeah, keep
Okay,
going. Please. Yeah, hell yeah.
so so we ended up, hitting up these coaches and stuff like that, and setting up these like college combines where like a bunch of these college guys like come in and it's like the summertime and they have like these combines where they have like 30 to 40 college kids come and show what they're about and stuff like that. So I went to like two or three, one in Nashville and one in at New York Red Bulls.
Okay.
Um, and I went for like a week. They set up a bunch of like sessions, a bunch of games and stuff like that where you kind of just show what you're about. And yeah, that was just I think it was my redshirt junior year, so I still had another year left, so it was kind of just to get eyeballs on you know what I
Got
mean? And yeah, and I went back my senior year, played again, and I actually got re-invited back to
Oh, hell
try
yeah. Hell
to
yeah.
try to trial with the pro teams, like the actual teams. So like
Ooh,
I wasn't like signed, but like they brought me in for a week to just train with them and just like see if I can kind of hang, you know? And I
you
did
were able.
that. I did that. Oh, I think that was before my senior season too.
Oh,
So I went back for the winter. I don't know where it lines
no,
up, but
you're good. You're good. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You chilling. You
I
chilling.
went back and the coach, like the actual first team coaches, like took a look at me and then after my senior season, I went back to Nashville, I think, for another combine, like for the guys that were graduated, like seniors, like they
Okay.
didn't have any college left. And I went back to college to just take finals. And I talked to my coach, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, like what do I do? Like I don't know like I don't have an agent. I don't really know what to do. And he's like, oh, just like email them, just email them, just be like, oh, thanks for the opportunity. And the
Okay.
GM of Nashville actually emailed me like straight away, was like, hey, like, what's the best time I can call you tomorrow? And I was
Wow.
like, I was
Uh,
like, all
wh-
right, like,
whatever. Just
can you,
like,
can I talk? I was like, I can talk right now.
yo, you call
So we
my
ended up,
ass
we,
right
we
now. Do it right
yeah,
now.
so we ended up like talking the next day, and he was like, yeah, we're gonna offer you like a low level contract to come in and help the team, and it's mostly bonus based, blah blah blah. I know, and I talked to my girlfriend at the time, Sabrina, my now wife, and we decided to take our talents down to Nashville.
Hell yeah. My name's Dan
Yeah.
Vitiello. Taking our talents to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
that's awesome. So, what was that feeling like? Like, was that like, because obviously you're still playing and we're going to get to that. And you're still, I feel
Uh,
like every day is like a new learning experience and you're getting better and you're growing and you're improving. But what was that feeling like? Was that like I made it moment? Like, tell ma I made it? What
it
was that?
was, yeah, it was surreal, man. Like I remember, like you said, like I wanted to go pro, and that was my life for like 2 years. Trying to be my best to go pro. And right when he said like he was offering a contract, I was, there was just fireworks going on in my brain. Like I like just went totally black. Like don't remember like what I said, but it was really surreal. It was an awesome moment and something that I'll always remember enjoying with my family.
Dude, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful, man. I love how you kind of met with your family too. Like, I love how they're like a part of it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They're part of the
Well,
journey.
that's the
They're
thing. That's the thing. Like they like not only, obviously my wife supported me through and through going through those trials, just being, my therapist or support system, but my
of
parents
course.
also spent money for me to fly down to Nashville to go to these trials and stuff like that. So, it was really just, you know, awesome to be able to share the news and really just kind of, celebrate together.
No, that's awesome. Does your son got a little bit of a goalkeeper in him? Like, you think he's got a
Yeah,
goalkeeper?
man. I really wanted to be like a forward, something where like I'm excited to watch him play and stuff like that. But he keeps diving on the ball. I don't understand. It
He
must be,
keeps diving on it. Yeah.
and like the position that's worse than goalkeeper on a soccer field is like the parents or like the family of the goalkeeper. You know what I mean? Because they're just shaking every time the ball goes near our
Yeah.
own goal and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get him to kick the ball more and score goals so that when he has the ball at the other team's goal, I get like excited, not anxious when the ball comes near him.
You said something about like the worst position on the pitch is the parents or the family of the
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
yeah.
Your parents over the years probably like had like anxiety attacks, man. Oh, I could only imagine how many shots that you've saved over the years, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean my parent. I mean they enjoy the tailgate probably the most. My
Oh yeah, I was
parents
about to say a little
and
red.
Sabrina, that they enjoy the tailgates because they they'll make them less anxious for the games. But yeah, they'll tell it to you straight. Like they don't enjoy the games one bit until that final whistle blows.
Yeah, and then you see like either a clean sheet or like a Sacramento FC
Yeah,
W. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'd love to talk a little bit about what your day to day is like. So you were mentioning a little bit that you're in the well here. So what year of professional soccer are you playing in now? You're prepping for what year is this?
This is year 8. This is the eighth
Wow,
year. I
eighth year,
know, it's crazy.
bro. We were
Crazy. It
talking.
flies by. It flies by.
I was about to say you were a rookie. It feels like yesterday you were probably a rookie, right?
I know. Now my back hurts, and I'm dealing with all these nicks and necks. It's crazy.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning, and you're like, I didn't know that cracked or like that bad.
Yeah. Just the hardest part of my day is going down the stairs. Some days where the first steps down the stairs in the morning are brutal.
I can imagine, dude. Hey, listen, dude, you're like a professional athlete, bro. You're the grit and the grind each and every day, bro.
I
Um,
know.
but what is the day to day like? So, like, I that's such a loaded question. How about on a game day? So, what does the game day look like for you? Um, let's just say, I'm trying to think. I want to give you a scenario. You're playing like a early evening or an evening game. What does the day look like in preparation for you?
Yeah, I mean, my wife's an angel on game days, honestly, because
Is
I'm
your
a
guardian?
mess. because she's taking the kids early. They're waking up around 7 and stuff like that. I'm sleeping in a little bit.
Okay.
Probably wake up around 8:30, 9, and I'll head downstairs. Join the family. Hang out with the kids a little bit, and I like to watch a little bit of soccer or sports, the day of. So like if it's March Madness season, I'm watching March Madness. If it's football season, I'm watching football. I like watching sports, just kind of zoning out, hanging with the family a little bit, running around with them. Um, and then I'm not a big breakfast person. I drink a couple cups of coffee here and there. So I'll start the day drinking like two cups.
Okay, yeah,
I'm a big coffee guy.
cups.
This is where things get weird for me and being and the goalkeeper and me.
Hear this
I
goalkeeper in you. We get funky. Let me hear it.
Yeah, so I drink 2 cups of coffee when I wake up, and then I'll eat around like 1 o'clock. Have some rice and chicken, just
Okay.
a nice big bowl of that. And then around like, let's see, 3 o'clock, I'll shower and get ready. I'll have my clothes laid out and stuff like that. Have another cup of coffee after that, and then
Ooh.
so 3 cups. Don't give me that
We're
yet.
not- Okay. Okay.
And then I'll leave for the stadium around like 4:30 or 4:30. Um, have another cup of coffee on the way. My kids are with me, my wife's are with me, so I'm able to like kiss them, go through my, you know, good lucks and
Are you
stuff like that.
up
Hugging all the kid, yeah,
in them? Like you're like, all right, guys, come here.
yeah, little group family hug, and then I'll get to the stadium around 2 hours before kickoff. Have another cup of coffee there, so I think that's about
That's
five,
5 cups of Joe, bro. Gee.
5 cups
Uh,
of Joe,
yeah.
and like I'll go through, some breathing techniques, some stuff I do before games just to kind of get in the zone and stuff like that. Some stretching, and then around 20 minutes before I head out, I do this. It's called the red juice. It's some caffeinated crazy. So another 200 mg's of
Okay.
caffeine,
Brother.
and then I head out for warm ups around 6, and then play the game at 7.
Wow. Bro, now I have a question. Is it a specific type of coffee? Is it any sort of coffee, or does it got to be a certain brand? Dunkin', Starbucks, 7-Eleven? What is it?
So I'll do like the Keurigs all day. So like the first 3 are Keurigs. I just like the simple Target ones, Target brand.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Um,
Rock
and
on.
then I'll do like a bottled cold brew I get from Trader Joe's.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Trader.
Trader
Yeah.
Joe's.
Jake's owe me a soda bit. All right.
Um, so I'll do that, and then once I get to the stadium, it's another Keurig, whatever. I think it's Kirkland. Shout out Costco. Um, and then yeah, I don't remember where we get the red juice from, but yeah, it's a lot, and I don't think anyone else should do that ever. It's just what I've been doing forever, and I don't sleep after games. You could ask my wife. My head hits the pillow, but my eyes stay open until the next day. So
I was all day racing. Well, I mean, like I used to teach, and might get back to, but I was teaching middle school history, and I didn't have that much caffeine, but I might have had almost as much dealing with those middle schoolers.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
8 cups, bro.
We all got our things. We got. I'm sure the next person you talk to will have something weird they do. But yeah, I drink 5 caffeinated drinks, I guess.
Hey, dude, whatever, dude, helps you kind of like save those shots, brother. I mean, like I'm trying to pull up like which stat of yours to read off. Like you got some pretty cool accolades here on the website, bro. What could you obtain to uh the success that you've had thus far? Because like I said earlier, you're in year 8, and like I said, although you do have some nicks in the back, like I don't think you're retiring this year, right? So like what like can you attribute the drive to keep competing and to have the success that you've had thus far? Is there anything that you could credit to that?
No, I think it always starts with my family. I think they're
Of
my biggest driving force. My wife and two kids.
course.
They're everything to me. I want to be able to provide for them. I want to be able to put food on their table, and that comes with you know trying to do my best and be my best. And that's obviously my goal every year is to be the best and just get wins and be of meaning to my team, which obviously will help me be able to provide for them. And yeah, I mean, I want to win. Whenever I step on that field, I want to win. I need to win. I mean,
Ooh, I love that. You need to win. Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
like
I, love-
my week, like everything's gonna go back to my wife because if
I
we
think
lose,
that's
like I'm
beautiful.
a mess.
I think, yo, is it fair to say that your wife's like your best friend?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure you've probably met my wife or of my wife. She
I
went to
do. I
Mass.
know. I
Yeah,
do. Very familiar. Massapequa High School alum, correct?
Massapequa High School. She went to Cortland, another state school. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, tell her name's Sabrina, right?
she's probably watching. So you
Oh
can
well,
you can
yo.
probably just tell her yourself. Don't worry
If you're
about
watching, Oniana is a real red dragon. Just put it out there. All right, you heard?
it.
No, but
Oh, right.
yeah, tell it. Yeah, the
Right,
court,
right,
the
right.
frauds over there in Cortland. But nah, that's awesome that you have such a supportive family, bro. Um, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
but she'll be the first to tell you, like, if I lose, like, I'm a mess for a week. Like I need just to be able to get back out there on the next Saturday and put my best forth and win. If the week's a lot better if we win, and if we get a clean sheet, it's even better. So that's
Right.
kind of my tool of the trade, I guess. Just always wanting to win and always want to be the best. I'm very hard on myself. Like I need to be the best. Every
Mhm.
single game. Like even the littlest mistake, like I'll watch over on film like 20 million times throughout the week, making sure I get it right the next time. Stuff like that.
I gotta ask you, what's going through your mind when someone's taking a penalty kick? Because I know I asked you earlier what it's like to give up a goal. Um, I, don't worry, I'm gonna ask you at the end what it's like to like have a big save. We're gonna end on a good note. We're gonna end on a good note, right? But
I mean,
what's it like though? Like someone's lining up to take a penalty kick. Like what's going on in your mind? Are you trying to like guess where he's shooting, or are you just like, what's going on, bro? Like I like.
So I mean, there's a lot more that goes into it than you think. I mean, there's a lot of research that goes into it. So
Okay.
nowadays, with all the film we do, like when we were
Hmm.
growing up in high school, there was nothing like that, like film. But now everything's on tape, so like you can kind of get, you know, where the other shooter likes to take, like certain tendencies and stuff like that. So that's all going through my brain. Um, Obviously, you're trying to get into his head a little bit, so you want to kind of,
You're like doing this, right?
talk
You're like,
smack. Exactly. Try and just get his focus a little off the penalty a little bit. And then, it just comes down to all the pressure's on the taker. I mean, they're supposed to be scoring it. That's unfortunately, the name of the game of penalties is they're supposed to be scoring it. I think it's like a 72% chance that they score. So probably even more, honestly, nowadays. But
now I have a
but
question.
yeah,
At the
I mean, we're
sorry to interrupt you, Vit. Is that the percentage for like a pro? So you're telling me if I line up across from you, I'm gonna score 7 out of 10 on you? We might have to test that out, bro. When you come to the East Coast, we might have to try.
that would be some good content. That would be
That
some
would be
good
some
content.
great
No,
content,
I,
bro.
I guess that's probably the professional
The
percentage. I'd
professional.
say, but
I
I would
feel like
say out of 10, you're definitely scoring a couple. I would say probably like at least two, or like probably
okay.
two. I'll give you
I'm a
two.
big Vit. I'm a big mind games kind of guy. Like I'll be
Uh,
talking just as much as you're talking, bro. Like
there you
and
go. I mean,
bro, I'm a Division 3 sports talker. Like we get a little ugly, bro.
there
I
you go.
might have. Yeah.
So honestly, you'd probably be a good penalty taker. Like if you ended up, someday going pro in soccer, you'd probably be good at taking penalties.
Vit, I got to get the cardio up, bro. I don't even know what my L time would be right now, bro. But that's great. Bro, that's funny. I love the whole family aspect though. Does does wifey and the kids come to as many games as possible, or they
Yeah,
try?
that like if we play at home, they're there.
Okay.
I think at this point they have to be there, or else it messes with my brain.
Right.
I really enjoy watching them there. My son's usually running back and forth on the bleachers while I warm up and stuff like that. So there's always a piece missing if they're not there.
Oh, I love that, brother. That's some dope shit. Um, what is it like for you on the road, if you mind me asking? Because I feel like your family brings such comfortability for you, right? When they're at home and you see your son running down, are things a little different? Like if you're playing in like, I know you're saying like, you're going to be playing a little bit on the East Coast this year. So if your family can't make it, is it a little different, like mentally, or?
Um, I guess I've just been doing it for so long, but I
Mhm,
mean, there's always, you'd always rather be playing at home in general. It's always more comfortable, you know what I mean? So if
mhm,
they're there, it's obviously more comfortable. When you play away, there's other fans, there's other things you gotta travel, you never know what you go through. So it's always gonna be different playing away from home rather than home,
mhm.
but yeah, I mean, it's always more special when the family's there, when after a win and you're able to just hold your kids and kind of walk around the stadium thanking the fans with them and stuff like that. It's always more special. And it's one of my, reasons why I love to play and I love to, play in front of them.
That's dope. Um, I was, dude. I'm sorry. I'm like a jackass, dude. Do you do anything for your beard for it to grow this long, or like for it to be that luscious? I got sidetracked. I was gonna ask a question. I'm like, let me ask this dude about his beard, bro. Like, how, like
I don't, it's funny because like I couldn't, like in high school, I never had like anything. So
you used to
like
be barefaced from what
bare
I remember.
face, but then like I just started like I would get like peach fuzz and I would just like shave it off or just like and then in college it started growing so I had a little bit of a goatee in college and I kept shaving it off just because it was like and like it just turned into this. I just condition it and stuff, put some soap in it, but that's really it. I don't do anything too crazy.
I respect the dude who has a mean beard because I'm like a beard, mustache, facial hair guy myself. So I just had to ask
Uh-huh.
Vit like a off the flip question, but I just had to rip it, man. um,
No
well,
worries, man. I get asked about it all the time.
yo, I feel like that might be a little bit of like a mind game goalkeeping too. Like this goalkeeper's got this freaking big ass beard. Like if I'm taking a goal kick, I feel like that might be in my head a little bit. I don't know.
No, I mean you
um,
get used to it when you're playing with it for so long.
there you go. Right there you go. Um, I wanted to ask you um, a little bit about like the mental health and like the mental side of sports. Like, how important is it to like be mentally strong and have like a strong mindset, especially if maybe you're playing bad or you go through a couple rough games, or maybe you're going into like a rough road environment? Like, what's the importance of having a strong mental, especially when it comes to being like a professional athlete?
No, yeah, I think the mental is kind of where the money happens, especially for professional athletes. I think the best athletes out there are able to do it all up here first. They're able to deal with the hardships because hardships are coming. It's just a matter of when. Um, you're gonna lose. Like no one's going undefeated their whole career. It's impossible. I think unless you're some specimen. Maybe in the UFC or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta. There's gonna be years, where you're gonna have losing seasons. There's gonna be years, where maybe even you lose your spot a game or two, and it's happened to me multiple times and throughout my career. And it's all about the next process, the next steps. Making sure that you deal with it the right way. You deal with it by getting back in the gym. You deal with it by putting the work on the field. You deal with it by having the right conversations, but with the people that you care about their opinion. Like if you don't care about someone's opinion and they're telling you, crap, then that's not the right people to be talking to. You want to surround yourself with the right people that you're going to be able to take away, you know, special things from what they're saying and kind of build it into your day to day and how you go about practices or even games and stuff like that. So just making sure if I mean, I see it all the time. The best players are able to
Mhm.
deal with the hardships that come through, And that's kind of, what I prime myself on. Like, I'm going to go through hardships even this season, and being able to deal with it the right way is just square one to being able to get back on top.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love that, Vit. Does the team have big aspirations this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean Sacramento is like one of the bigger clubs, better
Hmm.
organizations in the league. So they always want to win, they want trophies. If the season doesn't end with a trophy, they're not happy, they're
Yeah.
saying,
They're
bench this.
riding in the streets of Sacramento saying we
But
wanted to bring home the blaze.
exactly, they're saying bench this guy, bring this guy, blah blah blah.
You
They
hear
love
that?
it here, and that's why it's one of the better places to be, because the fans care. If you play for an organization, that doesn't care, in front of fans that don't care whether you win or lose, then I don't think, it's a great place to be.
I mean, I feel like now that we've done the podcast and I knew you were coming on, I did a little bit more research and did some scrolling on your Instagram and whatnot. But bro, I feel like you're always smiling when you're at home and you're in front of your home crowd. Like I don't know, I feel like you always got a different sort of aura and energy just even scrolling on your Instagram page. Is Sacramento really that much of like a soccer home base? I never knew that.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially in our league, like we get
Mm-hmm.
12,000 fans a game. Like we're
Oh,
sold out pretty much every single home game.
okay. You said
What'd you say?
12K?
Sorry, you cut out.
You said
Yeah,
12K?
12,000, and like that's like
Crazy.
one of the most in the league. I think there might be like one or two other clubs that even get close to that. So I
Okay.
mean, when we're in front of our fans, especially after a win, like it's all smiles, man. It's so much fun. There's thousands of fans lined up trying to get autographs, trying to get pictures, and they know who
Mhm.
you are when they see you in the streets and stuff like that. Like you get recognized, especially with this with the beard like mine. You get noticed a lot.
I
So.
was gonna say, are you like walking into like a local like mom and pop shop or maybe even like a Starbucks? You're like, oh shit, that's Dan Vitiello. Like, like,
It's actually crazy. Yeah, like it happens more times than you think.
wow, that's
Like a nor-
cool.
like a Costco run. Like me and my wife like to play a little like all like over under like one or like one and a half. Like
Really, that's
time.
funny. I'm hammering the over, bro. With that beat, I'm
I always hammer the under, and she always hammers the over.
well,
But
you're a goalkeeper, so you better be hammering the under, right? You know what I mean? You're
yeah,
an under guy.
exactly.
I
Yeah,
feel as a
that's
goalkeeper,
good. Yeah, I like that.
you like that, right? As an unders guy, that's funny. Um, what's it called? That's great. No, I'm serious though. If our paths cross, maybe when we get off, well, I would love to find a way where I could set some up. I'd love to get some shots off on you, bro. That'd be some cool ass content. Um, that'd be cool. We got about like we got like 7 or 8 minutes left. I got another question for you. What would be a piece of advice that you would give yourself, like a younger version of yourself, or maybe even just like a young soccer star that's playing at John J. Barnes Park at the local Massapequa turf that has dreams and aspirations of being a professional soccer player? Because I was telling you that I have a wide range of audience who kind of tunes into this podcast. Some people have a wife and kids, and some people are, in ninth, 10th grade. So, what would you say to that young soccer star? Maybe has a dream or passion of going pro.
No, yeah, I mean, I think I always tell the kids, because I coach kids all the time, and I just
Mhm.
tell them you gotta enjoy it, man. Like kids these eight, like they're all on social media, and they all want to go pro, and they all want to be the next Messi or this that and the next thing, but they just forget to be kids and just enjoy their, like, just playing day to day. Like let the future deal with itself, and just enjoy it. I mean, but once you get into like the college range, like I would just tell these guys, like, you gotta work for everything you get. You get these kids that go to college, and they don't play end up playing their first year, and they want to transfer. The whole thing with the transfer portal nowadays. I don't
Portal.
even know I don't even know how it works, but like you gotta put in the work. You gotta like show effort that you wanna be there. It's not all, oh, it didn't work out here. I'm gonna move on and see if it works out there. Like that's not a good mentality to have. For me, I don't think it's the right mentality to have. Like, I think if you make the choice to go and go somewhere, like, you got to see it through and do your best and work hard to get where you want to be. I don't think that if it's given to you, like, you're going to make it very far.
No, I like that. You just gotta want it, I feel like, right? And then you gotta like, is it true you
Exactly.
practice
Everything
like
comes with work.
is it true that practice how you play?
Sorry, what
Like
you say?
I said, is it true like
Yeah.
practice how you play?
Yeah, yeah. Like, you need to train like it's your last day on that field. Like, if you work hard every single day, like, I say the game comes easy. It comes naturally if you just train every single day how you want to play on a Saturday.
I love that. When does your season kick off, brother? Officially.
March 7th. We play at home on March 7th. That's when the season starts.
Nice. Who are you opening up against? Do you know off the top of your head?
Tulsa. Tulsa.
Tulsa?
They were actually the Western Conference champions last year, so
No
it'll be a good
shit.
game.
Tulsa? Yeah?
Tulsa,
We'll
man, I'm telling you.
All right, bro. Honestly, I hope you navigate the noise that day and you throw up a clean sheet for the boys. All right, you throw up a clean sheet. All right, I'll be
That,
rooting for. All right,
that's what we're
before
for. That's what we're hoping.
that's what we're hoping for, right? I got your dude. How many? I'm trying to think. I'm looking at your like stuff here. Does it say milestones and honors? I want to see if it has your clean sheets. Do you know how many clean sheets you have professionally, off the top of your head?
I would say in between 60 and 70, I
Clean.
think.
Holy shit, that's a lot of donuts, bro.
Eh, yeah,
That's a lot of
must
donuts.
be. Oh yeah,
That's
they stack up. They stack up.
that's dope. All right, yeah. I mean, dude, I'm looking at this. You got like all league first team, all league second team. Vit, you fucking crushing it, bro. Good stuff, man. I'm happy to see like a Massapequa bro. Get out of the Massapequa mud and kill it. Um, Before we go, I got a couple. Before I ask you a couple fun rapid fire questions for you, do you make it home often? Do the Rents still live out in Pequa or?
Yeah, so my parents still live on the island, in
All right,
Massapequa. Yeah, they're still there. My sister's still over there, obviously. And then yeah, I come back. I try and make it back every off season. This off season we had my baby girl, so we didn't make it back then, but we'll be around this off season for sure.
congrats on the baby girl. You said before we got on, you said 2 months old, pushing three. I think you said right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going fast, and she's sleeping. It's nice. It's been nice.
I was about to say, like, were we gonna have like a attack of the children kind of come in while we were on stream? That's funny. That's
No,
good.
no, no.
That's awesome. All right. So I got a couple rapid fire questions for you. Rapid fire bit, I mean, like if you need to take like, you know, 5 to 7 seconds to think quick,
Okay.
cool. But I'm not expecting you to take like 2-3 minutes per question. All right. You feel me?
Sounds good.
All right, cool. All right. Do you have a hidden talent or something that you're good at that people don't know?
I can
Other
juggle. I can
struggle?
I yeah, I can juggle. Yeah, I can karaoke pretty good. I'm a good karaoke.
Ooh, okay. I have a follow-up question now. What's your go-to karaoke song?
I like I'm Yours by Jason Mraz.
Wow. And he says a banger song. Let's go. Yo, Vin, yo, you've been a beautiful guest, and that karaoke song just my guy, my guy. All right. Do you have a favorite save in your life?
Yeah, yeah, so in 2024 I made it's called the triple save, so it's like back to back to back
Back to back to back. Okay.
saves.
All
Like,
right.
yeah, so
I'm
I made a triple save, and I love watching that one back.
gonna be looking this up after when we get off stream, this triple save. All right. I know you said like you had your meal. I think you said it was chicken and rice was like your meal, but do you have a favorite snack that you like to eat on game day?
Favorite snack? I'm not a big snacker on game days, but
Do you have a
my
favorite?
favorite snack in general. I've been liking the Uncrustables. Like we bought the Uncrustables for my son, and he's not really liking them too much, so I've been kind of smashing them.
Ah, hell yeah, bro. Rock on, bro. All right. All right. You might offend some people here, but do you have a favorite teammate that you've ever played with? Or yeah, a favorite teammate you ever played with?
So I played with this guy named Russell Cicerone. I played with him in Pittsburgh, and then
Oh,
we played together in Sacramento too. He came a year after I came, so we played together for like 4 years in total.
that's, shout out
And
Russell.
yeah, and our families get along great, so that kind of made it a little bit better.
That's beautiful. Shout out Big Russ. All right. What's your go-to hype song on game day?
So I like the song "Chosen" by Blast.
Chosen by Blast. All right. One more question for you. Crusty, geez, crunchy or creamy? Not crusty, bro. Yo, scratch that. Crunchy or creamy peanut butter?
Creamy,
Creamy
creamy
all day. Creamy all
all
day.
day.
Rock on. Yeah, we're not no crusty, bro. We don't know no peanut butter up in this shit. Yo, yo, hi, and perfect timing, right on the hour. Yo, I've been
Wow,
working,
what a host! What a host!
bro. Let's go. Yo, I've been like working on the timing and
Look
shit.
at
You know,
that.
like,
There
dude,
you go, man. It's
dude,
perfect.
right on, bro, dude. Dude, no funny joke. How'd we do? I think we did pretty good, man. I think we crushed it. We're still live, by the way, but I like to just
Oh,
chop it nonchalantly
yeah, for
afterwards.
sure.
But nah, that was awesome,
Awesome.
right?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was good.
That was dope. And thanks for coming on again, bro. That was we got the W stream in the chat. And like I said, once the YouTube's up, I'll get it going tonight. I'll send you the link out if you ever want to watch it back,
Nice.
you know. Hell yeah. What's it called? But March 7th, you said?
Yeah, March 7th.
March 7th against Tulsa. All right, I'm gonna mark this down. Like I said, Vit, clean sheet is what we're hoping for. Thanks again, bro. Yeah, baby, donut. I want to see a donut. Um, thank you for those of you who tuned in live. As always, I appreciate you all navigating the noise with us. Daniel Vitiello was an excellent guest. We wish him the best of luck this season with Sacramento FC and the best of blessings to him and his beautiful family and his two children. For next week's episode of Navigating the Noise, I have Philip Romeo coming on, good buddy of mine who's a nurse, and he will be joining us to talk about his mental health journey, talk about the nursing profession, and talk about how he navigates the noise. Everyone, stay safe out there. Blessings. Daniel, thanks again. Appreciate for you joining us.
Thanks.
All right. And we are